You're ready to start your day painting. The coffee's brewing, or the tea's brewing in my case. The watercolor surface is prepped and inspiration is flowing, but then you hear a cry from your kids' room. You rush in to find their bed covered in vomit, and just like that, your day shifts. Instead of creating art, you're caring for your little one, nursing them back to health. It's moments like these that show how closely intertwined parenting and creativity really are. So parenting challenges creativity in unexpected ways. Time. Oh, yep, time. You have to plan around your child's needs, which often means shorter hours in the studio than you might like. Things have to happen in those precious windows. But here's the thing. Having my son has also fueled my creativity in ways I didn't think. If not for him, I might not have had the constraints that push me to make every moment of my creative time count. Parenting has taught me to notice the subtle expressions, the fleeting emotions. I feel like my son has brought up this skill within me, and it's something I really appreciate as a portrait artist. For instance, my artwork is a lot about reflections of what happens on a daily basis. Some of my favorite pieces are tied to high emotion moments with him, like when he ran joyfully to his favorite music, or the time he first showed empathy by asking, "Why? What's wrong?" It's these moments full of feeling that inspire my work. Being a parent has brought out aspects of life I didn't really realize existed, and art has become a way to reflect. Not just on my relationship with him, but on him as an individual. It's fascinating to paint the phases of his growth, like when he was asserting his independence with lots of no's and "I don't want it that way" around 3 years old. Yep, individualism hits. Art helps me process these milestones. It allows me to capture and honor them while also reflecting on who I am as a parent. I won't lie, at first I felt guilty painting while he was at daycare. It felt like I was putting my joy above him, but over time I realized it's not just for me, it's for us. When I'm creatively fulfilled, I'm a better parent, a better person. And yes, painting has also brought in some income, which eases the guilt a bit more. To balance things, I've set strict boundaries. My son knows he's not allowed to touch anything in my studio, except for this book called The 200 Words to Help You Talk About Art. I don't know why, but he just loves this book. Maybe it's the size, maybe it's the pink in it. And a fluffy brush I use to dust off eraser marks off of my watercolor paper. I learned this practice from artist Ellie Kavanaugh, who I also have a video about, joining her Patreon. And she's an amazing artist who also sets strong boundaries with her kids. She mentioned it's a way to protect the sacredness of creative space while teaching respect for her work. And I believe my son kind of gets that my studio is sacred. So that's good that I've set those boundaries. I feel like parenting and art are two parts of my life that constantly feed into each other. My son inspires me to notice, to feel, and to create. And art, in turn, helps me to reflect on our journey together. And hence, that's why I have my podcast called Art, Parenthood, and Beyond. So, hope you check that out in the description below. It's not always easy. Some days are chaotic, and the studio feels like a distant dream. But every painting time I get reminds me why I do this. It's for me, for him, and for the life we're building together. So to all the artist parents out there, we're at the same place. There are struggles, and I know it's real. But don't you think the rewards are so worth it? I'm sure you can relate. And if you got stories of your own, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Okay, till next video. Take care. Bye-bye.